How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome to another episode of Put You On Game. I got another special guest with me. Man, this is my boy, man. Know him from Top Golf, man. Worked together for a long time, man. This man up here spin rhymes, spin bars back there, man. This man, hey, new style, man. He ain't like these new niggas out here, man. This man doing his thing, man. This is my boy, man. I always been a real genuine dude when I seen him, man. My boy Swain.
Yes, sir. In the building. Yes, sir. What's happening, man?
I know. What you been up to, man? I feel like I ain't seen you forever, man.
Hey, man, I'm just staying busy, bro. You know what I mean? Rather busy than bored. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Moving around a little bit, you know, but just keeping the music going. You know what I mean? Keep staying active on the scene. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing, exactly. Staying active, being consistent, man.
Got to.
So let's take it back to the beginning, man. Tell the audience where you from, man.
I was born right up the street, actually, bro. Southern region, for real. But nah, man, I'm a military brat, bro. So I don't even really claim one city, one area, for real. Everybody want to know, like, what city you repping and shit like that, you know what I mean? But I mean, for real, I'm from everywhere, dog. Like, I lived in like 12 different states while I was 12 years old, you know what I mean? Like, was moving around every school year. But yeah, I mean, I've been back in Georgia now for the last 8 years, bro. This is definitely home, you know what I mean?
Definitely home.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many siblings you got?
I got 3 sisters, man.
3 sisters.
Yeah.
You the oldest?
Nah, I got 1 older sister and 2 younger.
2 younger.
I'm kind of sandwiched between them, you know what I mean? Boy, they be trying to give a nigga hell, man, but I love it, man.
I got 2 little sisters too, man. This shit hell.
You already know, yeah.
Yes, bro.
I'm
trying to be a big brother, man. You gotta set an example. And now these kids these days, they don't want to listen, man.
I'm telling you. But you gotta have an open ear though, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true too. They want to talk to you, but they don't want to listen. Boy, but yeah, man, they doing good though.
So what high school you went to?
I went to high school at Wharton High School in Tampa. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to my Wildcats down there doing their thing. Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of lessons you learned out there growing up there?
Out in Florida, man. I mean, you know, it's pretty typical stuff. Like, my high school was pretty split, like, you know, as far as like black and white, down the middle pretty much. And, I mean, you know, just regular stuff out there, bro. It was all about, I feel like that was probably one of the first times I really experienced like leadership roles. You know what I mean? When I was in high school,
right?
Because I was in that sports. You know, I was on the basketball team, track team, cross country team.
Oh, you did everything.
Yeah, man. You know, I did the clubs. You know, we was running the NHS and all that. I ran the school newspaper for a little bit. You know what I mean? So like having like a sense of responsibility early on, I feel like was kind of like one of the things that started to mold me into the leader that I feel like I am now. You know what I mean? So. Definitely started out there for sure.
Yeah, okay. Did you go to college? Hold on, excuse me. Did you go to college?
Yeah. I went to UF after that.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
How was that like, man?
Gators, baby.
Gators. Got TNT boy out that motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Bro, I actually came right after he left, man. He graduated and I started like the next year. Yeah. And we kind of went down after that. Okay.
I think Cam was there too, though. I think Cam was there. Remember Cam was there?
Yeah. Cam was there for a little bit, man. And then they tried to, you know what I mean, move my boy out. Talking about he was, you know, being good at vibes. I said, nah, man. This is black man trying to
still laptops and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely, bro. There's been a lot of greats that came through there, man.
Yeah, for real. For sure, man. So, what'd you go to school for?
I was out there I started off as a journalism major. And, you know, I was like idolizing Stuart Scott at the time. I wanted to be like ESPN.
Stuart Scott.
You know what I mean? Yeah, be on top. You know what I mean? R.I.P. man. But definitely wanted to like follow like the sports broadcast type of path. And then I got into radio. You know, I wanted to be on the TV side of stuff, and you know, they was like, "Oh, you gotta start on radio first," you know. So I did the radio tip for a little bit, and it wasn't like talk radio. It wasn't like this, you know, like interesting conversation. It would be like, you know, just boring like news stories. You know what I mean? Like stuff I skip over. And like then they'd be like, okay, well then you can do TV, but you know, we want you to do sports. We want you to cover like, you know, editorials, or like we want you to do this other stuff I wasn't interested in. You know what I mean? So it kind of made me rethink what I was doing, and then at the same time. The crazy thing about it was working in them radio stations and doing these little broadcasts, I started to piece together. I'm like, okay, I'm on a microphone recording, they got the sound waves and stuff. It's kind of like what I be seeing people do in the studio. You know what I mean? So I used to sneak into the radio stations at night with my little badge or whatever and start recording mixtapes. And that's when I started making music, you know what I mean? Because I never had no microphone or nothing like that, you know what I mean? Like, but I knew like kind of how they was doing it. And I'm like, if I put a beat behind this, you know what I mean? probably could just make a song. So I started making music at night, you know what I mean? And that kind of just went from there, you know what I mean? Just kind of took off with the music.
So how long you been rapping? Like, how long you been rapping in?
I mean, I've been rapping for a minute, bro. Yeah, this is like 2012. I'm talking about, like when I really started taking myself serious. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, cause I was writing like little stuff in high school or whatever, but I would never have called myself a rapper back then.
Right.
But I started taking it for real, like I said, like right around 12. Like, been like 10 years for real, man. You know?
So when you was doing that podcast stuff and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, radio.
Yeah.
That's when you first realized you want to be a rapper.
Yeah, that's when I realized that, like I said, that's when I had the resources to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I was interested in it for sure, but like, you know, you're in high school and niggas talk about making music and stuff, but like, nobody was really serious about it back then, you know what I mean? Definitely didn't have no like studio to go to and nothing like that, you know what I mean? Like, so it was kind of more or less just a fantasy, like, oh, like that rapping stuff would be cool. But like I said, once I got to school, and I didn't even start off like that, I really wanted to be like in radio and whatnot, but just got distracted doing the music because I was like, bro, like, I could just make my own like stuff right here. Like they got a whole like, you know, at UF it's laid out. They got a real nice studio and everything, you know. So I'm like, I got access to equipment that I never had before, and I was like, okay, I need to stick with this for real. So that kind of launched like my career with that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who was some of your early on inspirations when it comes to you being a rapper?
Man, bruh. I mean, damn near everybody coming out of Atlanta back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, just cause, like I said, man, I mean, being born here and it's just heavy influence, you know, from the Outkast to, you know what I mean? You got, I mean, even like Kilo, but like as time went on, you know, I was a real big fan of T.I., Ludacris, you know what I mean, back in the day, bro. Those are two of my favorite rappers, for real.
For real?
Yeah, definitely, man. And you know, Jeezy. I mean, a lot of cats really from the South, man. UGK. You know, just listening to a lot of Southern goats, man. That's really what I came up on. Like when I started to get serious about the music.
Right. And Ludacris, man, Ludacris so underrated, bro. Like with his visuals and shit. Like
we were just talking about it yesterday.
People look at his visuals and they just kind of put him in that little, you know, Missy Elliott, you know, Busta Rhymes with the visuals. But his bars, man.
On point, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. And the thing about Ludacris, bro, he was gonna give you a flavor unlike anybody else. He had a way of blending like comedy, you know what I mean, and bars, you know, like, and just like personality that I really didn't see nobody else doing, bro. Like it was real easy to gravitate towards his style, you know what I mean? Like it was just like aggressive and raw type shit. Like definitely fuck with Luda, man.
Me too. So like, did you always love music or like?
Not really. I didn't really come up like in a strong music household like that. Like my mom, she was really big. I mean, it's still really big in the church. So her thing is gospel music. You know what I mean? She gonna listen to anything. And my dad, he was more about jazz. Might play hip hop every now and again, but really like the instrumentals. You know what I mean? I used to always hate that. I'd be like, there ain't no words to this music. How you listen to this? You know what I mean? Because as a jit, I was.
And back then, songs were like 7-8 minutes long.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, you playing Boney James and you cats for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I mean? I couldn't understand at the time, man. But nah, like I was kind of distant with music. I felt like my interest really until like. I said like grade school, cause like in grade school was when, I mean, in the era of burning CDs, everybody had LimeWire and ShareBear and all that stuff back in the day. So that really what got me going, like as far as being interested in music and artists, cause I was just building these little playlists in my library, and you know that was exciting. I remember that. But it was definitely like a little later on though, like I said, like towards the end of middle school, I really started to like actually start writing stuff and like, you know, maybe like playing around with like a little hook or whatever, you know what I mean? Doing stuff like that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up then. So what are some of your early trials and tribulations of your career? Early on in your career, if you're still rapping?
Shit, being heard. You talking about just get people to listen, bro? Like, man, you know how many times I done gave somebody a flyer, a mixtape or something back in the day, bro? Your trash can full of your shit, bro. You be like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. I mean, like, especially, like I said, when I really doubled down on myself, like when I was in school, 2012, on college campus, I would just park my stuff like right at a little table in the middle of the school, like in the middle of where the students be at, you know what I mean? And just, I'd be that dude passing out, you know what I mean? Hey, bro, check this out when you get a chance, you know what I mean? And like when you just kind of like going for everybody, you don't know if you actually hitting fans, if you actually hitting people who are interested. You know, you just kind of hitting everybody. You know, so you don't really know what you're gonna get out of that. And that was something I had to tighten up on. You know, like being like more intentional, more specific with who I'm talking to, who I'm targeting. You know what I mean? Like really learning who my fan base is, like who likes this. You know. So just that process was definitely something that took a little bit of time for me. And then, you know, of course, just like, you know, finding my sound. I done went through 10, 11 different phases as a rapper, you know what I mean? Like, and now I'm singing more than ever, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, just being open-minded enough to actually like let that progression happen, you know what I mean? Like realizing, okay, this way it might not work, but I can switch it up and do this, you know what I mean? Take that a little bit, see where that goes. So, you know, that took a little while as well.
How did you still have your confidence though? Like when you saw people throwing your CDs away, like did that destroy your pride, destroy your ego, or something like that?
That shit hurt like crazy, bro. What you mean, bro? When you see your shit like just in a trash can, it's like, damn, bro. I'm talking about 10 feet right here, bro. Like it ain't like far away. Niggas wasn't hiding. You know what I mean? Like it's like, damn, bro, that shit crazy. But nah, it's be like, I don't know, bro. You just get over that shit. I mean, for me, I was just like, alright. I mean, like, nigga, you weak as hell. But somebody gonna get this shit, like, you know. And then just kind of just believing that if it's something that I'm interested in, something that I like, then somebody else is gonna feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna reach somebody. If it's not just in my close friend circle, you know what I mean? Like somebody is gonna get this message type shit. So you know, I just kind of stayed pushing, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna let one monkey stop no show. So.
Y'all heard that?
I mean,
y'all heard that, man. For real though, because I'm about to say like for you, I'm gonna tell you something, man. For you to still have the confidence to even after that still want to keep going, that would destroy a lot of people, most people, bro. Okay. Say people just throw away your shit, like you in the studio, you rapping, you working hard, you grind, you doing this, doing that. Yeah. But somebody just take your shit you get to them. And just throw it in trash. What's that movie? Hustle and Flow. Hustle and Flow. Oh yeah, bro. We fight shit in the toilet. He said, hold on, man. He said, he started beating his ass.
And they got upset, but come on, bro. Like, what you expect when you see that shit, man? Like, you like, bro, I done put the time in. They gotta cut out the little artwork, you know what I mean? And bought the CDs and stayed up all night burning these bitches. Exactly. But like I said, like I had to really sit back and think. Like, I'm like, okay, first off, I'm giving this shit away for free. What is that saying about this product? Is it worth anything? You know what I mean? Like, then I'm actually looking, like when I look back at this shit, I mean, I ain't got no text from that actual like moment, but like I know at the time I was using like I said, burn CDs. I would go to the not the campus printer, but it was this little cheap thing across the street that you could go to and get stuff printed at or whatever. I would go over there and just print like off the computer my little artwork. Would maybe get like four or three copies on one page, so you gotta cut it out. You know what I mean? Like just doing extra shit, bro. Like and then you look at the product, and I mean it looked cheap. It looked like you know what I mean. Like I ain't have my shit together, so like, I can't really expect people to be like all about it. You know what I mean? I mean some people. I mean like I said, it's college. So, I mean sometimes I'm sure some people's first experience ever getting a CD firsthand, and maybe that was cool for them, but. Like you say, you learn, you grow over time, and you realize that, you know, if I act like this, then people are gonna treat me like this. If I'm giving out free product and I'm making it just seem like I just did this shit overnight or whatever, then people gonna act like I did it overnight. You know what I mean? But like when you put a real deal product, you know what I mean, something that look good, sound good, feel good out there, but people respond to it. You know what I mean? Like it's worth something.
You look good, you play good, you feel good.
Yeah, all flow together, man. So
they pay good.
Yeah, real talk. Right. The payout gonna be amazing. Yeah.
So what kind of advice can you give to other upcoming rappers that's trying to make it in this industry, man?
I mean, stay down for sure. You know what I mean? On your product, on your craft, man. Be consistent. You know what I mean? That's the main thing, bro. Consistency. You know what I mean? Because anytime that you taking off, you know what I mean, from your craft, bro, it's somebody out there that's outworking you. It's somebody out there that's doing it. You know what I mean? Especially in this music, bro. It's millions of people on the microphone. You know what I mean? Millions of people that dropping music on a regular basis. So you gotta just be willing to stay consistent with what you do, man. You know, whatever that is, if it's videos, if it's, you know, recording or whatever, like, stay on that. I feel like if it's something you really care about, then working at it every day shouldn't seem like a daunting task, you know what I mean? But some people hear that and they're like, every day, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sundays, nigga, yeah, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, what you trying to do?
Right.
So, you know, you really be about your craft, but that's what you want to do, man. And also, you gotta be open-minded, you know what I mean? Like, especially, I don't know what it is about music, bro, working with artists, but it seems like everybody just has an ego. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I guess just because you on the stage, you on the microphone, you feel like it's your time. I mean, cool, but like, if somebody giving you advice, you got to realize like where it's coming from. You know what I mean? Like if somebody trying to help you out, it's legitimately something that's coming out of love. It's not like hate. You know
that's
what I
why
mean?
I say this shit all the time. Niggas need to learn the difference between hate and criticism.
Yes.
Please understand that, bro.
For real.
It is not the same, bro. Everybody ain't gonna always say something positive about your shit.
Right.
It might be some negative shit that you're doing, but you might have great potential.
Mm-hmm.
And that person may see like, damn, this nigga rap, but if you just tweak this around, tweak this, you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, for real.
Please understand that. But
definitely, man.
For real.
But no, because people be caught up on that, and it's like I don't even want to just hear the positive. I want to hear what's real, bro. Like you know what I mean, good or bad, bro. You know what I mean? Because how else am I gonna improve? Like that's just having yes man around you, just talking good shit all the time. And you know your shit ain't perfect, so like you know what I mean. Let me know what I can do to excel. You know what I mean?
Then especially if you ain't reached that, like a Drake level or a certain level, like if you still upcoming trying to get out there. I don't understand why you have a big ego like that.
Yeah, no, for real. For real. Like you ain't even did that, right?
Did nothing.
And even if you Drake, bro, like I mean, look at how people be talking about like Kanye and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, bro, like. You still gotta maintain a sense of humility, even if you are the Kanye or Drake or anybody else, bro, because that'll start to change your product. You know what I mean? Like how you talking and how you moving and stuff, and like people, not folks might not want to be around you, but you know what I mean? You just giving off a different energy. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just important to remember where you came from, bro, all the time. Bro. You know what I mean? Like no matter how big you get with whatever you're doing, you know, because when you start to change up, that's it's just evident, you know what I mean? And typically, I feel like that's when you start to see artists, like when their music start to go trash.
Yeah, that's
it's like they don't know what to talk about now, you know what I mean? They're talking about the same braggadocious shit over and over and over again. It's like, okay, we get it, nigga. Like, you're a millionaire, so what?
And that's what we're about to get into, man. How do you stand out in today's music when all these niggas sound the same cadence, same every damn thing?
Bruh, just being me, man. I mean, I know that sounds like real simple, like, but like, it ain't like I'm sitting, like, before I go into a session or some shit, I'm like, okay, like, what can I do to stand out? You know what I mean? Like I don't, like, strategize like that. It's just, I've naturally been able to find a sound that people tell me they think sounds original. Like, people, like, you know, I've heard that over the years, you know what I mean? Like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? You got your own thing going, you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of one of the main motivating factors for me. You know what I mean? Hearing people say that, you know, not necessarily people who I know, but just, you know, off of first impression, you know what I mean? Like, that type of shit is something that's always stuck with me, because I'm like, if people feel like that for real, then that's genuine, then like, why would I stop, you know what I mean? If I can really carve my own lane out of this, something that so many people are already doing, if I can really carve my own lane out of it, you know what I mean, and be unique with it, I feel like that makes it all the more worthwhile, you know what I mean? So, I just be trying to be me, bro, like as honest as I can be, bro. I ain't lying on no track. I'm not gonna just sit here and try to, I mean, we could try different ideas and new sounds. I mean, that's how you grow, but like, I'm not gonna just like put on for some shit that I'm not really about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, what am I going through right now? What am I thinking about right now? Rap that shit. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, somebody going through the same thing, thinking about the same thing. So that's how I go.
So how do you feel about people saying that promoting violence in music and shit like that? You know, how you feel like they blaming rappers like 21 and, you know, all these little baby, you know, they promoting violence. And to me, I look at music as entertainment.
Yeah.
Because if you go back then with Cube and them folks, they were talking gangster rap.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
saying?
Bro. It was gangster rap. So I feel like music is entertainment. And if you that easily influenced, that easily manipulated, you don't need to listen to this shit. Right. You got movies that are violent.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Like movies, and what else? What else some shit that is also
I mean, it's I feel like the entertainment like industry period gets a lot of flank for that. And the thing is, bro, like, turn it off. If you don't,
thank you.
If you're not fucking with the message, you can turn it off. Like, people are quick to play the victim on somebody else's entertainment, but you sat there and enjoyed it. You sat there and partook in it, paid for it, whatever. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's that aspect to it. But I mean, the thing is, like, especially when it comes to like gangster rap, I look at it like, I try to understand where a person coming from. You know what I mean? Like, if you want some shit, like I said earlier, you just putting on, bro. You ain't really from the hood. You ain't really shooting nobody. You ain't doing none of that shit, bro. You just talking shit, bro. Like, I'm not gonna respect that. You know what I mean? I don't care how fire it might sound, bro, because at the end of the day, it's only fire. It's only fire because you copy somebody else's fire sound. Fire, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only reason why. You know what I mean? Like, you strip it down for whatever you actually represent, and we don't even know, because you out here copycat. You know what I mean? But like, it's niggas that really go through that shit, and you can't play that out. I mean, I just said, you know, I keep it real. I talk about what I go through in life and my story. Right. If that's your story, my nigga, What I'm gonna say to that? If you really live that life, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really think it's wrong for you to talk about your experiences, bro. Like, where you from, what you do, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think there's a smart way to do it and, you know what I mean, a dumb way to do it. You know, niggas out here snitching on themselves on the microphone. I don't understand that at all. You know what I mean? Like, if there's some shit that you really doing, bro, why the fuck is you talking about this shit, bro? Why is you recording it and telling millions? Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
But nah, man, live the truth, bro. Like, that's really what it is, bro. Like, I don't think nobody want to hear nobody talking about some shit that they just, you know, fantasizing, faking about. You know what I mean? That shit is lame as hell.
Yeah, cause I remember 21 said that, you know, when he heard Gucci and them shit coming up, he said, you know, rappers talking about, you know, like you said, their environment where they grew up in, the hood they grew up in, like you said, they life.
Right. Which one of them talking about? You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to be talking about like business meetings and shit, talking about, you know what I mean? Like,
he ain't used to that.
Right.
He used to see a nigga get shot, niggas around the hood, they shirt off, standing around, you know what I'm saying? When you from the hood, bro, people understand, when you from the hood, bro, this shit is normal. It's normal, bro.
Right.
Especially in the black community, this shit is normal. You go outside, you see folks standing outside, smoking blunts, shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? Right. For real, though.
No, it is, bro. And you got certain people, like, I feel like the realest ones is the niggas who done got out the hood and it would tell you, bro, that's not where you want to be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like niggas who, like, glorifying that shit, bro, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Because anybody who really lives and been from the hood, bro, is not trying to be in this bitch forever, bro. Ain't nobody trying to die in the hood. You know what I mean? Like,
rappers are dying for real.
For real,
I'm telling you, y'all niggas stop talking that shit in your song. Understand, these niggas gonna try you out here.
No, for real, bro.
You popping that shit in your song.
What kind of rappers are dying? You know what I mean? It's not the Chance the Rappers and the Childish Gambinos that's dying. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, let's just be honest, it's the street niggas, bro. It's the niggas who's talking that shit, you know what I mean? Like, and still trying to keep it going, you know what I mean? Be fucking in their 30s, still talking about that shit. It's like, bro, at some point you gotta goddamn transition, man.
For real. I remember Waka Flocka made that song, Oh Let's Do It, talking on that song. He got shot soon after that.
Damn.
I remember that shit. I was just like,
somebody went and did it, huh?
Man, I can read, yo. Brand up Phoenix spot, yo. Nigga shot his ass.
Yeah.
Soon after that shit, that's why I tell nigga, bro, y'all niggas stop popping that shit in your songs, bro.
No, real talk. And nigga walking on top of that shit.
And you don't know. Hell no.
Exactly. You know that nigga live in the bed like, goddamn, bro. You know you been thinking about that shit, bro. Listening to his own goddamn lyrics, like, nigga. I can't do this, bro.
Then I seen on the Shade Room was a Florida rapper. Nigga talking about, man, you know, talking about, got an address. Y'all nigga want smoke, man. Come on, man, my address. I'm at the hotel, etc. Man, they would have been killed that nigga ass, man. They killed that nigga ass.
And then look, it's also niggas who just gonna try to do anything for their little 15 seconds of fame, bro.
That's true.
Get up there and just say all type of hype, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about so-and-so dying. Nigga, say something, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, sit your ass down, bro. Sit your ass down, bro.
Man, for real.
You thirsty as hell, dog. You gotta watch that.
For real, that's true, man. So what kind of legacy you want to leave behind, Swain?
Oh, man, legacy? Shit. I mean, first and foremost, bro, I gotta have a son, man. Not that I'm rushing to have a son. I thought that kind of weird. I ain't trying to just jump in that, but I do gotta have, like, I'm like one of the last Swains on my side, like, as far as, like, the males. So I've always, like, definitely been, like, you know, before I leave this earth, I gotta have somebody who take on the name, bro. Like, you know, pick up after me. You know what I mean? But I just want my family to be able to eat, man, live well, do good. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got 3 sisters. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that everybody taken care of, everybody good. You know what I mean? Like, and we can pass that down, and you know what I mean, keep it rolling.
That's true, though. But see, you want to have a Swain. What you look for in a woman, though? What you looking for in these women?
You know what I mean? Some, you know, educated, you know, some problem.
You know
shit. Yeah, you know, thinking about that type, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But no, I mean, I ain't even out here trying to sow no seeds right now, bro. I ain't even trying to get down like that, bro. I'm just working, bro. You feel me, bro? Staying busy. I ain't trying to let nobody distract me from that.
That's what's up, man. So how the tour went, man? You know, you told me you got on tour. How that went? From tour.
Man, I mean, well, really, bro, I was just on the road, bro. I was just seeing some fam. Like, I just got back from Florida, bro. We went on the road. Last year. Last tour I did with the new group, man. We hit up a couple cities, and that was dope, bro. You know what I mean? Got to get outside of Georgia for a little bit. We went to Florida, went to Alabama, and you know, just kind of stayed in the South. But that was cool, bro. Everybody digging the funk sound, man. Getting with the throwback, the retro vibe. You know what I mean? So,
how did that start, though? How did you meet the groove? Like, how that whole concept start?
So I met DJ Ology. We used to work together, matter of fact. One of the jobs I got after Top Guy, bro, I was at this warehouse, man. And we was working together, bro. Everybody said, bro, you gotta work with dude, man. You got the 5 beats and stuff. So, you know, we linked up and I met him first. And then he introduced me to Robbie, you know what I mean? The other end of the group. At a session, we was all kicking it, making music. And we ended up, not that night, but like really soon after that, we ended up doing a song and all 3 of us was on it. And unintentionally, like it just kind of was like a throwback vibe, you know what I mean? Kind of groovy. And we ended up throwing this show called the New Groove Showcase. And then after that, we was like, bro, we need to just make this a thing for real. So we started getting in the like crazy, man, making songs and you know what I mean? Here we are, TNG.
Yes sir, man. Yes sir, man. I really like that you got your own sound, man. You different, you know. It's like the first time, like you heard, okay, Kanye, right? When Kanye first came out with College Dropout, what I always tell people before then, gangsta rap was dominant. 50 Cent just came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, was running.
Running the game.
50 Cent came out gunning. With G-Unit, nigga, know what to call this shit.
Get Rich or Die Trying. But when Kanye came out, that nigga changed the game. He had a little book bag and the shit. He was talking about some real shit.
They had the verses. Him and 50, you know what I mean? That was like the original verses, for real. Because they put them niggas up against each other on 106 and Park, bro. It was the Curtis album
versus Graduation.
Bro. Which one the people gonna fuck with more, bro? Graduation took over, bro. Niggas
but
see,
but see, 50 Cent was dying down then around that time, 2007. He wasn't as, you know, big as he was when Get What You Start Trying. He was kind of dying down a little bit.
Now you're right. He was going more towards the
and Kanye was elevating. One was coming down from his high.
Yeah. The other one was going up, bro.
Yeah,
Kanye, bro. He had a whole lot of room to go. You look at Graduation. That man had changed his style so much since then. You know what I mean? Shoot.
Yeah. And it was heartbreak. But I bring up Kanye because you got a different sound at a time where everybody sounded the same. Like I said, when Kanye came out, gangsta rap was dominant. Like I said, 50 or some other folks, gangsta rap was dominant. Kanye came out and started talking about some different shit. You know what I'm saying? He changed the game.
Definitely.
That's why they didn't take him serious as a rapper.
Yeah.
They're like, nigga, you talking about, you know, book bags and,
Louis
they come taxes and shit, you know, kids and black father. You talking about some other kind of shit. Niggas don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
The nigga just heard 50 to my shooting niggas and shit. He got shot 9 times. I want to hear 50, you know what I'm saying?
Some hard shit.
So he came,
But he had to stay down on that though. You know what I mean? You seen the documentary, right? But that nigga was focused, dog. He said, these niggas gonna hear my message, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And I mean, he was already working with greats. You know what I mean? Like big names in the game. Still can't get nobody to pay attention to
most
definitely. You know what I mean?
Some real
that shit really hit, bro. Watching that shit and seeing the part where he in the Def Jam office, the Rock Nation office, and he playing All Falls Down, bro. They ain't even getting the time of day. I was like, wow, bro.
And that's a big ass record now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to think back then, they didn't see the vision of that, but he kept going. That's motivation. I like seeing shit like that. That nigga kept going, like he kept going, kept walking around, kept moving. Like, I gotta get it. I gotta make it,
bro. Because when you believe in that shit, bro, that's all, bro. Ain't no plan B.
Did nobody take him serious as a rapper. Nobody thought this nigga. Nobody.
And now what? Now what? It's crazy, bro.
Man.
But that's what believe in yourself can do.
Yeah. So now bringing up what I was saying, your sound like it's just like I said, it's different. Like, how'd you come up with that sound? Like, how'd you come up with that sound, man?
Like I said, just being open-minded, bro, and experimenting over the years. It's not like I do the same thing.
You don't.
You know what I mean? Like over and over and over. I try to just grow with the craft for real, bro. Like I said, bro, when I started, dog, I would write just as bad as anybody else, bro. I was just rapping about shit I didn't know about, shit I didn't have, chains and hoes and all type of, you know what I mean? Whatever I thought was cool at the time, and transition to trying to be like Lupe, you know what I mean? Super duper lyrical, everything, gotta have a crazy deep meaning, and you know what I mean? Like I just learned to just be like, okay, listen, I feel like I'm versatile enough to do these, but what I need to do is just take pieces of this, take pieces of that, and put it all together. You know what I mean? Like, and really show the versatility. And I feel like that's kind of like what I do now. Like, it's not like every song gonna have the same sound, message, or nothing. Like I said, this is whatever I'm gonna be feeling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just give it to you raw.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Shoot, man, you know, off the coast, chilling somewhere, you know, somewhere sunny with the toes out, something cold in my glass, something hot next to me.
Okay.
But, you know, keeping things rolling, bro. Everything with the business, man, keep it Swain Entertainment, you know what I mean? Everything with the music, bro, like, just trying to elevate on all levels, you know what I mean?
Okay, I feel you. Who you top 5 best rappers that's killing the game right now?
Well, I knew you was gonna ask me some shit like this. Top 5. So what you mean when you say this, Bradley? You
that's killing the game right now. That's like.
So right now, I mean, they got it like currently like just drop some shit like.
Between.
What's the most recent they?
We could do 2022, 2021.
Okay.
We could do from the last 2 years the top 5 rappers that's been killing the game that you feel that's been really doing their thing for real.
In the last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
Damn.
I want to hear what you're saying.
I don't know, bro. See, I'm not the one to ask, bro, because I'm not like ears to the streets with like these new rappers, bro. Like, and I think that also probably why I got my own sound, because I'm not like, I mean, I listen to other people, obviously, but like, I don't know, like, I'm not really like diving into niggas like shit like that. I don't know, like, that sound like.
Why you do the best rappers? Who you think the best rappers now that's out now? You just do the best rappers then. You ain't gotta do who most relevant. Because, nowadays, like I said, you make a good song and it's catchy, you out there and you hot. But let's talk about
it's gone, bro.
It's gone. So we can just do, who your top 5 you feel the best rappers out now?
The best rappers out right now,
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta put Kendrick and Cole up there, bro.
Absolutely.
I feel like they definitely leaders, man. And I mean, the only reason why I didn't just say Drake is just because when I first got into Drake, I would definitely call him a rapper. But
He was dope.
I mean, it's not even like he's not putting out like quality. It's just I feel like when I hear Drake now, we listen to new Drake. I feel like he's not rapping. You know what I mean? Like I just listened, or not just, but I heard his album he put out this year, not too long ago. And I don't really remember no rapping for real. I remember more like of dancing kind of music, like he was singing. You know what I mean? So he did kind of transition,
Very versatile.
Like way bigger than that. But like if you throw on a Cole track or a Kendrick track, like it's gonna be some bars. Like them niggas is gonna flow. You know what I mean? So that's a given.
And it's deep too.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna bring something with it, man.
I still feel like Cole don't get his credit enough, but
really?
Yeah, I don't feel like Cole get his credit enough. I feel like people sleep on Cole a lot.
Yeah.
To me, Cole, Big Sean, them are 2 sleepers for me.
Word, yeah. Big Sean's another heavy hitter, bro. Yeah. You gotta respect that man. Ping game,
underrated.
Wait, I'm telling you. I was listening to Detroit too a lot when that came out.
Yeah, me too.
I think that was in that 2 years, man.
Me too. Talking about mental health, talking about his grandma dying.
Yeah.
Like, he talking about real shit, and he barred up.
Right.
Barred the fuck up.
Right. No, for real though. That man gonna bring it, dog.
For sure. So now okay, you got Kendrick, you got Cole, you got.
Damn, that man really counting.
Hey.
That man really counting. I'm trying to think, bro.
To me, you gotta throw Baby in there, man. Little Baby.
Oh, Baby been doing his thing.
Baby been doing his thing.
For sure. And I mean, that man is everywhere. Like when you talk about how like niggas back in the day had a run. Like T-Pain had that one run era where he's like on everybody's song. I feel like Baby doing that, bro. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, for sure. Wayne definitely, man. But like, yeah, Baby definitely on there. Everybody got a little Baby feature now. You know what I mean? And he's changed up. I'm not changed up, but like he's grown a lot too. Like,
as an artist.
Yeah. Like first time I heard him with that song with Drake, like he's definitely like gone different. You know what I mean? And I like that. I definitely like that. I've been listening. Who else, man? I like Don Toliver a lot. He's not really a rapper, you know what I mean? But I like his sound.
Okay.
I feel like he's doing something kind of different.
It's your pick.
Who else, bro? Who else I be listening to? I feel like nigga be having a whole playlist and then somebody asking you like, damn, bro, who do I actually be by? Cause I feel like I ain't really like just jammed on like a whole like album and shit in a long time, for real.
I feel you.
But right now, I want to drop some music, man. That would be fire. You know who I like, bro? I like Doechii. You know her?
Yeah.
With TDE. Yeah. She's fire. Yeah. I do like her. I like her a lot.
Okay.
I like her a lot. She's one of the newer artists I've been listening to for sure.
Okay, so if you want to put on that, you can. It's your list.
Yeah. Okay, put it on there. You want to kind of keep track? How many is that?
That's fine. I think that's fine. I think you said Don Toliver. You said Kendrick, Cole, Baby, and you had her. That was right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Now we're gonna get into what I really want, the top 5 greatest.
See.
To ever rock the fucking mic. Man.
And that's why I gotta ask with you, because I know you gonna be throwing extra little words in there to change the whole thing. What's your top 5 greatest of all time, bro.
Because it's a difference between who the best sound now and who the greatest ever rock the mic.
For sure. But we talking about ever. Like,
ever rock the mic. You ain't gotta do it in order. If you want to do it in order, you can, but you ain't gotta do it in order.
I feel like if I gave an order, it'd be lying, bro. Cause my shit we done had this conversation before. I don't know if my names be switching or if it's just the order be changing up or what, bro. But I mean, when you think about the GOATs, bro, I mean, one I know we can agree on is Swain, bro. Come on, dog. My boy Wayne is in there, bro. Ferocious, nigga. Greatest rapper alive. They talking about. But I mean, shit, bro. You gotta throw in. I mean, I would say I'm not gonna say 3 style. I want to say Outkast as a group. Put them in that one slot. I don't know why niggas don't like to consider that. You know what I mean? Like, but
see, but I always tell niggas with that though, like. I don't see how people have, you have Andre in the top 5, right? And you got Big Boy.
That's what I'm saying. That don't make it way off.
Way off. Nah, Andre is the best one, but it ain't that far off.
Right.
It ain't
Big Boy is doing it.
Yeah, it ain't that far off. Don't be dickheads, man. It ain't that far off.
Nah, for real though. That's how people do it.
He put him way back there to 40. I'm like,
I'm saying, man.
He ain't way better than them damn Big Boy.
So I said, nah, I'd rather just combine the two, you know what I mean? Best of both worlds, bro. Big Boy and Andre.
Okay.
And throw Outkast in there. Like I said, no particular order, but definitely Wayne, Outkast. I'm gonna throw Pac in there. Okay. You know what I mean? Legendary, bro. It don't really get more legendary than that. This nigga's like one of the most fucking seen artists and has been dead for years. You know what I mean? Like,
music still get played.
Music played, yeah.
One of the most famous people.
Yeah, man, definitely. I say Pac. You got who else? I said Wayne, Outkast, Pac. Oh, see, this is where they get real tricky when you get to the last couple words, because it's like, bro, it's so many niggas.
So many, bro.
But, I mean, I want to throw Eminem in there. That man was like one of the most barred up people I think ever existed.
He is. See, I used to have Eminem in my top 5, but see, here's my thing with M. I feel like with M, his music just aged badly. It didn't age good in this era. You know what I'm saying?
Like you talking about like his hits or just like the songs he's putting out now?
I'm talking about like his catalog. It's kind of it aged kind of terribly now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't play me. You can't play. My name is ooh. My name is.
So
you can't play.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you go on Lose Yourself right now, I start doing push-ups.
Nah, Lose Yourself.
I do laps around.
He got some song. He got Lose Yourself.
Yeah, I mean that shit get you going. Forget about laps with Nate Dogg. You know what I mean? You remember that shit, bro? To like a
he got a few songs, but I'm saying like just overall catalog, it just kind of died down a little bit. When somebody said that, I'm like, hold on, you sure? I think it was Charlamagne. Charlamagne said that his music kind of aged badly. Now think about it, I said, damn, it really kind of did. Though.
I mean, you got people like that though. People that was more of the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't really
five of the times. Yeah.
I mean, that's the difference between like classics. You know what I mean? And hits. I feel like. I feel like a hit gonna hit you right then and there. You know, in the time that you in. You know, a classic is something that you could throw on
20, 30 years.
Right.
You can play a concert.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So okay, you got Eminem.
And then to round it out, I would say, I throw my boy Nas in there, man.
Ooh, Nas in my pick too.
Yeah.
I like Nas.
Nasir, bro.
Now you know you don't get out of flag without putting your boy Jay in there, man.
I don't care who we talking about. Like, you know what I mean? I respect Jay-Z, bro. I respect Jay-Z way more as a businessman than I do as a rapper.
Yeah.
And like if I'm telling the whole truth, I think that how Jay-Z's changed the game is a lot more from behind the scenes, you know what I mean, than like what he actually is saying. You know what I mean? Not to take away from that man's legacy. I mean, he's definitely one of the greatest that did it, you know what I mean? Hall of Fame, all that. But I never really gravitated to his music like that, for real.
We need I fuck with Blueprint. Blueprint is my favorite Jay-Z album.
Yeah, classic.
That's it.
Classic.
Because that whole thing fine. But I always tell niggas, like when you really hear Jay-Z and you hear these other niggas, Jay-Z not rapping like these niggas, I don't be understanding. Not even to dismiss Jay-Z, but I don't be understanding how they be putting Jay-Z in certain rooms, like as far as like barred up. And I don't listen to more than enough of Jay-Z music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, okay, let me see if he gonna, you know what I'm saying, let me see what you gonna say, you know, he just, you know,
just ain't do it.
Yeah, he just ain't doing it, you know?
I mean, I'm kind of with you, bro.
But he dope though, but I don't just think he's as dope as people make him seem.
Yeah.
But what I tell people is, people call Jay-Z the GOAT because of, like you said, everything he did from music to you got Beyonce to this to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying he got Beyonce, right? And then I'm saying the businessman, Jay-Z went from music to rock career to all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then now you got Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying all of that together is like Jay-Z is the goal.
No, for sure.
That's the goal.
Like you say, like, you know what I mean, started in the hood, came up and running his own, running everything. This man is like an owner in like multiple industries, you know what I mean? And like, I felt like it's an example of what you should do, you know what I mean? As far as like progression, you know what I mean? Like, he's not rapping about the same shit no more. He don't look the same, you know what I mean? Like, the man has evolved. And I feel like that's definitely something that you should take note.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, you about to get into this game, man. You ready to play this game, man?
Let's do it, bro. You already know. Get some buckets.
Let's go, man. Let's go. So I'm gonna ask you 5 questions, man. The ones you get right, I'll take a shot. The ones you get wrong, you take a shot. That's how we're gonna do it. Think you ready for that, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, man.
Let's see it on, but you got the cardio, man.
Yeah, man. Get that. You know, get a little crown. You know what I'm saying? Got a little bit left in that motherfucker. Yeah. Whatever you want to do, man. Let's go. Think you ready?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. 1. Which album sold the most? A, All Eyes on Me. B, Life After Death.
That's a good question. Damn. I'm gonna say, in the spirit of my previous answer, I'm gonna say All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me. Okay, you got that correct.
Yeah, shit, man. What you want, bro?
You should give a nigga a crown.
Yeah, go ahead, finish that out.
Let's go. Squad, man.
Yeah, bro. Tupac.
I got a little right here. I'm gonna let you use that right there.
The Florida. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Well, I got the Florida shot glass.
Oh, that is. I ain't even realize that shit. I ain't realize that shit. Florida shot glass.
Just made that trip, man. All the way up 75.
Yep.
Yeah, don't be scared with it, man.
I ain't feel scared.
You on camera, man.
Oh man, let's go. All right, man, get on to a good start. Good start. Let's go. Woo.
Everybody said, ooh.
You crown strong.
Yeah, but that hair on your chest.
Yeah, but why everybody say that? But every time you drink some,
cause that's what it do.
Your chest.
You feel that burn right there? Yeah. The hair growing.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Kanye West has 107 hits on the Billboard.
God damn.
How many top 10 hits does he got? A, 20, B, 18.
Top 10. Wow. And he got 107 total?
107 total.
Like that ass to the equation. I'm over doing math, nigga. So 107 divided by 20. I'm gonna say 18.
You'll say 18?
Yeah.
Then you got that right.
Let's go then.
Hey man, they better keep doing something. Let me kill this. You know,
yeah.
Go give me that.
Yeah, thing. Sir?
Give me that. Okay, this man up here. Hey, he came to play though.
Student in the game, baby.
He came to play. I expect that. I expect that. Good.
Yes, sir.
That's a little bit big on the shot.
Yes, sir. God damn, though, 107 hits with that, man.
Yeah.
I ain't even realize it. That's crazy.
I think it's a little bit.
Man, stay charted.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, sir.
All right. Question 3, let's go, man.
Let's do it.
All right. Who has more Grammys as a producer? A, Pharrell, B, Timbaland.
Damn. Like, you have good questions, bro. Like, I'm talking about those are the only 2 people that could really be compared on that.
Really? You can ask which beats. Just which beat got some hits too.
Oh, no, for sure. I'm just talking about my favorites, I guess, because Pharrell and Timbaland is like...
Yeah, me too. They're my favorites.
That might be my top 2 for real. Like, they up there, bro. I'm gonna say Pharrell.
Say Pharrell?
Yeah.
Damn, this nigga came prepared, man.
Oh, yes, sir. What you know about it, man? NERD, you know what I mean? Pharrell, just solo. Then he got, everything he did with everybody else, you know what I mean? Cause he got a bigger solo career than Timbaland, you know what I mean? Like,
he did.
So I'm like, okay, and he had the group.
But Timberland got some hits though, man.
Oh no, definitely. I'm just thinking like that was what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, both of these dudes can work with like everybody in the game. But I'm like, I know Timberland had like at least 2 albums. But I know Pharrell got like 5 or something like. And then he had NERD, you know what I mean? And then he had the shit. Well, he probably didn't win a Grammy, but he had that shit with Kanye and Lupe. So I mean, just moving around, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Hold on.
Slow down now. Hold on.
Okay. Who has won the most Grammys as an artist between these two? A. Lauryn Hill. B. Dr. Dre.
Drake.
Man, go ahead.
What?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill, man.
Damn, bro. Shout out to Lauren, man.
Shout out to Lauren, man. Go ahead, man.
Could you get about her? All
right, pull you up, man. Let's go.
You
still won. You got me 3. You still won. You got me 3, man. Got me 3 times.
You got me 1. God dang.
You're the second person that got me 3 times. All right.
Say Lauren. Dang, bro, that's crazy.
As it is.
Like as long as Drake been around and still doing something. What?
Mm-hmm. All right, so yep. All right. I feel like you may get this right. You may get kind of confused. I don't know. Who has more 50-point games in their career? A. Michael Jordan. B. Kobe Bryant.
Oh man.
Let me see.
And we're not talking about the playoffs, just overall.
Just overall.
Damn. Ooh,
Kobe played 20. MJ played 15.
I mean, my heart. Already, bro. You already know I want to go with it, but I gotta make sure. I'm like, bro. I mean, Jordan was fucking averaging like 40 points a game at one point. You know what I mean?
37 points.
All right, I'm gonna say.
Kobe came back too. When Kobe had that stretch where Kobe just was dropping 60.
What? Oh man, bro, that's a good question. King of the 50-pointers.
Kobe left with his 60-pointer.
No, when I don't forget now. I'm gonna say Mike.
Say Mike.
I'm gonna say Mike, yeah.
Mike. Final answer.
Final answer, man.
Okay, you got it right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know I wanted to say Kobe, dog.
I know you did.
You know I wanted to say Kobe, bro. That's the motherfucking GOAT. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Don't get it twisted at all. But I'm like, hold on, I know Mike was goddamn killing him, bro. Killing him.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Take that last shot, man.
That was a good question, though.
Yeah, man. Hey,
hey, made me think.
Hey, but you answer all them 4 out of 5. I'm person to get 4 out of 5. I almost got 5 out of 5 on my ass.
Let's go. High score.
For real. But the main thing is you're still in the game, man. And that's the good thing about it. You know, all the music answers. I'm asking him to see if he know if he on point with the music shit. Let's see if
I know you gonna test him. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How can we find you though, man? What social media accounts?
I'm on all social media platforms at Keep It Swain, man. KeepitSwain. You know what I mean? No matter where you at, keepitswain.com, all that.
Okay. What can we expect from you next couple months?
Next couple months, man, like I said, we got some more videos coming out. You know, I got the Bucket Man videos dropping crazy. We doing Food for Thought too. And I'm also dropping some stuff with the New Groove coming out soon, man.
Okay,
so,
man.
You know.
Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all support the boy, man. The boy out here doing this thing, man. You feel me? We out this thing, though, for sure.
Peace.
All right, man.